Cruz Beckham, the youngest son of iconic fashion mogul Victoria Beckham and soccer legend David Beckham, has found himself in a precarious situation that has left him reeling from the consequences of his actions behind the wheel. At just 20 years old, Cruz, who has been steadily carving out a niche for himself as an emerging musician with a soulful voice and a penchant for R&B-infused tracks, has had his prized driving license revoked following a series of speeding offenses that have accumulated enough penalty points to trigger an automatic suspension under United Kingdom's stringent Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency (DVLA) regulations. This development comes as a bitter pill for the young artist, who only recently celebrated the thrill of independence that came with passing his driving test back in September 2023, a milestone that his proud parents marked with effusive social media posts filled with emojis and heartfelt captions about watching their son grow into a responsible young man. The sequence of events that led to this unfortunate turn began with what seemed like minor infractions but quickly snowballed into a perfect storm of penalties. Reports indicate that Cruz's troubles escalated with a particularly recent incident on September 2nd, when he candidly shared on his Instagram stories a moment of vulnerability and humor, posting about having just been caught doing 24 in a 20. This light-hearted admission, accompanied perhaps by a selfie from the roadside with a sheepish grin, captured the essence of youthful indiscretion, rushing through life's fast lane without fully appreciating the speed limits imposed not just on roads, but in the broader journey of maturity. That single violation alone would have added 3 penalty points to his record, but it was the accumulation of a prior ticket that pushed him over the threshold. Under DVLA rules, which are designed to safeguard new drivers during their formative years on the road, anyone who amasses 6 or more penalty points within the crucial 2-year probationary period following their test passage faces an immediate revocation of their license. It's a policy rooted in statistics that highlight how novice drivers are disproportionately involved in accidents due to overconfidence and inexperience, and Cruz's case serves as a stark reminder of how even the children of celebrities are not exempt from these impartial laws. Sources close to the Beckham family, speaking on condition of anonymity to respect the privacy of this high-profile household, have painted a picture of a young man who is utterly devastated by the loss of what he viewed as a hard-earned symbol of freedom. Cruz is gutted about it, one insider confided, emphasizing the emotional toll this has taken on someone who has always harbored a deep passion for automobiles. From a tender age, Cruz has been fascinated by the roar of engines and the sleek lines of luxury cars, often spotted in family photos tinkering with models in the sprawling gardens of their Hertfordshire estate or accompanying his father to high-octane events like Formula One races. Passing his driving test was more than a rite of passage. It was a culmination of anticipation built over years of watching his siblings, Brooklyn, Romeo, and Harper, gain their own wheels and explore the world beyond the gated confines of their celebrity life. The revocation feels especially cruel coming so soon after that triumph, stripping away not just the practical ability to drive but the intangible sense of autonomy that comes with it. Friends describe Cruz retreating into quiet reflection, channeling his frustration into late-night songwriting sessions where lyrics about roads not taken and the speed of regret might find their way into his next album. The specifics of the penalties underscore the ubiquity of speed enforcement in modern Britain, where the proliferation of 20 miles per hour zones in urban areas has transformed what were once leisurely drives into minefields of potential fines. It was a couple of speeding tickets which are so easy to come by these days with 20 miles per hour zones, the source elaborated, highlighting the frustration that many young drivers feel in an era of heightened road safety measures. These zones, introduced to reduce noise pollution, lower emissions, and protect pedestrians, especially children on their way to school, have sparked debates across the country about their effectiveness versus their intrusiveness. For Cruz, navigating the winding lanes near his family's countryside home or the bustling streets of London, where such limits are commonplace, likely felt like an unwelcome intrusion on his budding independence. Yet, the insider noted a silver lining in Cruz's response. It's infuriating, but he seems to have accepted it and taken it on the chin. This maturity, they suggest, is a testament to the grounding influence of his parents, who have long emphasized resilience and accountability in their brood, shielding them from the excesses that often ensnare other celebrity offspring while encouraging pursuits like music and philanthropy. Looking ahead, the path back to the driver's seat will be arduous for Cruz, demanding not just time but a recommitment to the rules of the road. He must now apply for a provisional license anew, embarking on the grueling process of retaking both his theory exam, a written test covering everything from road signs to hazard perception, and the practical driving assessment, where an examiner will scrutinize every maneuver under the pressure of a ticking clock. This isn't merely bureaucratic red tape. It's a deliberate reset designed to instill caution and skill, ensuring that when Cruz does return to driving, it's with a deeper respect for the privileges and perils involved. In the interim, the Beckham family's fleet of chauffeured vehicles will no doubt keep him mobile, ferrying him to recording studios in West London or cozy dinners with his girlfriend, Brazilian model and influencer Jackie Apostle, who is 10 years his senior and brings a worldly sophistication to their relationship. Recently, Cruz was photographed stepping out for a night on the town with Jackie and his 14-year-old sister Harper, the youngest Beckham, whose wide-eyed innocence contrasts sharply with her brother's current woes. The trio, captured laughing outside a trendy Soho eatery, embodied the uncomplicated joy of sibling bonds forged in the spotlight. Harper in a mini designer handbag slung over her shoulder, Jackie with her signature tousled waves, and Cruz flashing that trademark Beckham smile despite the cloud hanging over him. These moments of levity are crucial, insiders say, as the family rallies around Cruz, with Victoria reportedly drawing from her own experiences of public scrutiny during her Spice Girls heyday to offer sage advice on bouncing back from setbacks. David, ever the stoic patriarch shaped by his own brushes with controversy on the pitch, has been spotted taking Cruz for long walks along the Thames, where father-son conversations about discipline and drive, both literal and metaphorical,